Let me, Your Lordship. Lordship, considering the fact that if a person who is a caregiver to a person with a benchmark disability will cause difficulty in the family, Lordship, the Government of India issued a OM that Your Lordship will find at page 32, that is Annexure 1. Lordship, this came subsequent to the Persons with Disabilities Act 2016, where under Section 2R, the benchmark disability is given as 40%. Now, Lordship will see, considering that the transfer of a government employee who serves as a main caregiver of a person with disability would have a bearing on the systematic rehabilitation of persons with disabilities, the government issued OM on so and so to exempt such employees from routine exercise of transfer, rotational transfer subjected to administrative constraint. The scope of disability initially had covered. Lordship, the relevant here would be the locomotor disability, which is at number 3. The government employee, the down below, Lordship, the government employee who is a caregiver of a dependent daughter, son, parents, here the issue is the father, with specified disability as certified by the certifying authority as a person with benchmark disability as defined under Section 2R of the Right of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016, may be exempted from routine exercise of transfer, rotational transfer subjected to administrative constraints. And the next page, Your Lordship will find at page serial number 3, the term specified disability as defined herein is applicable as a ground only for the purpose of seeking exemption from routine transfer, rotational transfer by a government employee who is a caregiver of a dependent daughter, son, parent, spouse, brother, sister, as stated in para 3.1 above. Pursuant thereto, Lordship, the State Bank of India issued a circular that is at page 33. This is specifically relating to transfer and posting of employees who are caregiver of the disabled dependent. This is parameteria, same language as it was used in the OM. Only, Lordship, will turn to page 35. There are some additions. Rotational transfer of such employee may be done, that is, they may be transferred within the center, keeping in view of the CVC guideline. In case no vacancy exists at present place of posting on promotion, these employees may be transferred at other centers based on their choice of place where required medical facilities are available. In 2025, Lordship, the SBI brings in the policy for transfer of officers. Now, Your Lordship will turn to page 39. Yes. Page 39, serial number 2. Your Lordship will see in the table given, region or center state. The petitioner here is posted in the center. So, Lordship, the maximum term is 5 years. But Lordship will again come to page 44, 4.5.2. This gives an exemption to this kind of government employees or employees of the State Bank who are caregivers of their dependents. Now, Lordship, the petitioner's father is a person with a benchmark disability of 40%. Lordship will find the certificate at page 63. He suffers from locomotor disability.
Petitioner's father.
Father. Lordship will find it at page 63. Their ABCD is given, Lordship. The petitioner's father, he is a case of locomotor disability. Name of the affected body part, both lower limbs. Diagnosis in his case, weakness of both lower limbs due to diabetic neuropathy. He has 40% disability. Lordship, on receiving the certificate, the petitioner made the application. He had updated the instructions on 29th of May 2025. Lordship will find it at page 73. It is a portal of the State Bank where he has informed that his father is suffering from disability.
$70?
73, Lordship, Annexure 8. Lordship, Kiranmoy Debroy, the father of the petitioner. On the right side down below, Lordship. Lordship will see the differently able date, 29 May 2025.
Now, where is the impugned order?
Lordship, the impugned order, Lordship, will find at page 75.
Fine.
Lordship, as serial number 2 is the petitioner. He has been transferred from SMECC Guwahati to Borpeta region. In violation of their own guideline, in violation of the OM issued by the Government of India.
Where is their guideline again?
Lordship, the guideline Your Lordship will find, the uniform policy Your Lordship will find at page 44. 44, Lordship, 4.5.2, transfer posting of officers who are caregiver or disabled dependents. If I may read, Lordship.
Yes.
Transfer posting of officer who is a caregiver to a disabled dependent shall be governed by the instructions issued by the bank in this regard from time to time. In terms of the instructions issued by the bank in compliance of the DFS guideline issued by letters so an employee who is a caregiver of a dependent daughter, son, parents, spouse, brother, sister with specified disability as certified by the certifying authority as a person with benchmark disability as defined under Section 2R of the Right of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016 may be exempted from routine exercise of transfer/rotational transfer subjected to administrative constraint. The term special disability as defined in the schedule to the Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016 covers as serial number 1 locomotor disability. Lordship, I can leave the rest. If your Lordship turns to the next page at page 45, the term special disability as defined herein is applicable as grounds only for the purpose of seeking exemption from routine transfer, rotational transfer by an employee who is a caregiver of a dependent daughter, son, parent, spouse, brother, sister as stated above. The employee have to submit a copy of the disability certificate issued by the designated authority in respect of their disabled dependent. Now, Lordship, I have shown your Lordship that he has already informed the bank on 29/5/2025. And the last point, Lordship, the rotational transfer of such employees may be done. That is, they may be transferred within the center, keeping in view the CBC guideline. In case of promotion, there is an option given that you can choose a place of posting where health services are available. Proper adequate health services are available.
No, no, this is not promotion per se.
No, Lordship, this is a transfer.
This is.
So, Lordship, I will be
in
covered
case
by the
no
first part.
Vacancy arises.
Lordship, I will be covered by the first part. Rotational transfer of such employees may be done. That is, they may be
What is the
transferred.
CVC guideline?
CBC guideline, Lordship, we don't have, Lordship.
Huh?
This is a bank's own guideline, Lordship, some CBC
It
guideline.
says CVC guideline.
It says, Lordship. So, Lordship, my issue is that
Where is your transfer order?
Lordship, my transfer order is at page 75.
Right. Did you represent before the
Yes,
court?
Lordship. We represent, Lordship. Representations, your Lordship will find at Annexure 12, which starts at page 77. And these were rejected by order, not an order, an email. That is a view of the authorities at page 84. Lordship will look into it, Lordship, first. At page 84, the rejection. There is a view of the HR department. During his probation period, he was posted in and around Guwahati Center within 30-kilometer distance. Upon confirmation, he was posted at branches within Guwahati Center since February 2020. As per circular on uniform transfer of policy for officers up to MMGS 3, that is the grade, Lordship, dated 5/5/25, the maximum tenure of stay in a region/center is 5 years. Sri Dev has completed 5 years in the center as on 31/3/25. Even this is wrong, Lordship, because in the policy of uniform transfer, it says that the date to be reckoned is 30th day of June of that month, of that year.
Yes.
Then, Lordship, as per records available in HRMS, Sri Dev has not marked his father as a disabled dependent in HRMS as on 31/3/25. Now, Lordship, where this 31/3/25 comes into play is a debatable issue, because there is nowhere mentioned anywhere that 31/3/25 he has to inform. And he will inform only after he has received the certificate from the competent authorities. In this case, Lordship, he has received the certificate in respect of his father only in the month of May 25. So there can be no question, Lordship, how can he give a certificate prior to the date of issuance of the certificate?
No. This reflection of the particulars in the web portal,
Yes.
is it mandatory for all employees?
No, only for the person. Yeah, Lordship. We have to inform about all the dependents. So among the dependents, I had marked my father as a person with disability.
When did you? do that?
Lordship, on 29 May, on the day I have received the certificate.
Who's for SBI?
SBI, Lordship, they have their councils, but Lordship notices to go to them. So Lordship, what I'm praying for at this stage is Lordship will stay this order of transfer.
Where is your statement that you have not handed over the charge?
Lordship. Para 25, Lordship. I'm sorry, Lordship. That is para 27, Lordship. If I may read para 27. The petitioner humbly begs to state and submit that he has a strong prima facie case in his favor, as has been conclusively demonstrated herein above. The impugned order respondent is expressly illegal. That though the transfer order has been issued on 29/7/25, but the petitioner has been granted sick leave with effect from 1/8/25 to 31/8/25. Thereafter, the petitioner had applied for further extension of his sick leave, but on account of the fact that the approver is not available in the case of the petitioner is unable to ascertain the current status of his application
Who
for
is the
extension.
approver?
Approver is the authority, Lordship, to whom I am going to report. Once I'm transferred, I have to report. Once I report to an authority, he becomes my approver. So as on date, my applications for leave are also pending.
You go and join.
Lordship-
Who else is there in your family?
Lordship, his wife and a minor child of 4 years. A daughter of 4 years, Lordship. That is his difficulty, Lordship.
Where are you transferred?
To Borpeta, Lordship.
Borpeta. Borpeta is nearby.
Lordship, but the petitioner's father is in a very bad position, Lordship. He may have to be transferred to the hospital at any point of time. He is unable to stand up. He falls down if he stands up. That is the difficulty. Because Lordship, here the violation, the guideline of the SBI, they have themselves violated. And this 31 March, Lordship, from where they have got, Lordship, that is a question. Because the transfer policy, if your Lordship sees,
Parties is the issue notice returnable for which petitioner is an employee of the SBI posted in Guwahati. Is agreed by the transfer order dated
29/7.
29/7. Why have you come so late?
Lordship, we had made these representations, they were rejected from time to time. We have informed them that there are guidelines. You are not following the guidelines.
29/7. Which page number?
Page number 75, Annexure 10.
29/7, whereby the petitioner, whereby this common order petitioner was transferred from Guwahati to Borpeta region. His name appears at serial number 2, say order. So the petitioner submits that he is the caregiver to his
Father.
father, to the person with disability, benchmark disability of locomotor disability. He is unable to move as because of the ailment suffered by his father. And he claims to be the only caregiver in the family. Therefore, as his father requires constant medical attention, he is transferred to Borpeta. We will put him in a position where he will not be able to give the necessary care to his father, which is required. So, counsel of the petitioner has referred to the office memorandum dated 7 February 2019, issued by the SBI regarding the transfer and posting of employees who are caregivers of disabled dependents. Stop. And in terms of he said circular, employees have to submit a copy of the disability certificate, and they may be exempted from the rotational transfers. He has also referred to the uniform transfer policy of the bank, where at clause 4.5.2, caregivers of disabled dependents are exempted from rotational transfers. So he submits that he had the petitioner represented before the authorities, highlighting his condition that he is the caregiver before of his dependent father, who's suffering from locomotor disability. However, the same is rejected on the ground that no certificate was uploaded in the web portal. It is submitted that the certificate, which have been this medical certificate received by the petition, was uploaded in the web portal on
29/5/2025.
29/5/2025. So under such circumstances, the counsel for the petition submits that this transfer order, interim transfer order, is contrary to the transfer policy itself. Therefore, praise for appropriate orders and their independency, praise for suspension of the operation, praise for a stay. Having heard counsel for parties and counsel for the petition and upon perusal readings, perusal of the petition and the enclosures, you see that the SBI has a policy of exempting caregivers of disabled dependents from rotational transfers. So from the documents, it is seen that the petitioner has a dependent father who's suffering from locomotor disability. So prima facie, it appears that the fact that the petitioner is the caregiver of a disabled dependent, namely his father, has not been taken into consideration by the bank authorities. Accordingly, till the next returnable date, the impugned order dated so and so, so far as the petitioner is concerned, shall not be given effect. The SBI is not represented by any counsel. Therefore, notice issued. Steps on the respondents by registered post as well as usual post within 1 week from today. Petitioner will also take steps by Dusty and file necessary affidavit for this court.
Lordship, Dusty we can take from 2 to 6, Lordship.
Dusty in the local, Dusty on respondents 2 to 6. Who has issued the transfer order?
Lordship, the Chief Manager Richard, it is the respondent number 2.
We'll take Dusty on respondent 2. Respondent 2. Matter be listed on.
Lordship, respondent number 6, I'm sorry, Lordship.
Respondent
6.
Matter be listed on 3rd November.
Deeply obliged, Lordship.